Hello everyone, and welcome to our second optimization strategy that we are going to be covering in Module 4. And that strategy is caching. So let's go over what caching actually is. A cache is a temporary storage component that allows users to cache frequently accessed data for faster retrieval. The process of caching is storing data inside of that cache. And the way that you retrieve information from the cache is by using a unique key to fetch the information that you are looking for. Now, the benefit of caching is that you can increase performance because you do not have to make database calls to retrieve this information, but rather you have access to this on-demand storage, and by simply using a unique key, you can get the data that you need. Now, there are different types of caching, and the first one that we're going to be covering is data structure caching. This is enabled by default whenever you create a data structure in Decisions, and it allows developers to cache data for the specified data structure that's been created. All the database steps, like create, fetch entities, save entities, will then utilize this cache that's been created on the structure. This allows for quickly accessing this information without having to make a database call every time. The second type of cache is what is called a bespoke cache. This allows developers to store data in the cache utilizing steps in the Flow Designer, and these data items can be added to the cache as they need. Now, something to note about this is that unlike the other cache, this is not time-bound by default. You have to explicitly clear these caches if you want to remove data that has been set in those caches. And if you ever use a duplicate key to put a different piece of information into the same cache, it will overwrite the previous piece of information. And then the last type of caching is outcome caching. This allows you to cache data on the outcome paths of a step, and it doesn't require specific caching steps to do this. However, something to note about this is that this must be time-bound, so you can set this to a particular time for which the cache will remain until the time expires and your data is deleted. You have two types of outcomes that are supported for this. The first one is a global outcome cache, and the second one is a per-user outcome cache. So those are going to be the three primary types of caching that you can set up utilizing Decisions. In our next lesson, we're going to be giving a demo on exactly how and why you would set these up and under what conditions. I'll walk you through how to improve the performance of your processes by utilizing caching within Decisions. Thank you very much for watching, and we hope this helped.